Hey everyone, Aaron Gendel here from Write a Book University. Hope you're having a great night. I'm coming to you live now. Just wanted to give you guys some quick tips on success. And wanted to talk to you not only about book success, but success in general. I love the quote by Grant Cardone. He says that success is our duty, obligation, and responsibility. And as a father of four, husband, I truly believe that the success that I can bring to my family is my duty. Supporting my family, and I've used books and using that platform to help build that success for myself, my family, and to help others as I write books. And I encourage you to do that in your way, the same way. And I've got four questions that, if you want success, that you should be asking yourself. These four questions. And I was reading this blog post the other day and found these questions. I thought they were really amazing. These are fundamental to how I believe, and they sum it up very well. So before we dive into those, again, if you want some more great content like this, I've got a free course for you at writeabookuniversity.com/free. There's a great book writing course you can get there, and I'll help you on your journey to write a book. All right, so let's jump into these four questions. Question number one is, where are you now? And this is a key question because in my journeys in life, I feel like it's difficult to find individuals that have much, and including myself for a long period of time, have reflected, have that self-reflection going on in their life that really it's very difficult to take a deep look inside of ourselves and say, all right, where am I now? And really to say, hey, what am I doing that isn't in line with my beliefs and the success and the happiness that I want to have in my life. So that's question number one. Where am I now? Question number two is, where do you want to go? There's some other great quotes. Simply that to summarize, say that if you don't have that destination in mind, you'll end up somewhere you don't want to be, essentially, right? So you got to figure out, where do you want to go? And I really think that letting your passions guide you here and what you're most excited about, including whether that's writing a book or in your career, right? That thing that you're most excited about now, the thing that you think about when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night, what are you spending your time focusing on, or what are you reading the most? That's where I think you can find some clues as to where you want to go. All right, so jumping to question number three. Once you've identified where you are now, where you want to go, we should be asking ourselves, why do we want to go there? So if you've defined that goal for yourself, where you want to go, maybe you've got that 3, 6, 1 year goal. You've set some of those goals, and it's easy to set those. A lot of us do that, say at the end of the year, and we set a New Year's resolution, right? I think a key reason we fail to achieve those New Year's resolutions is because we don't have a big why as to why we want to get there. We might say we want to lose some weight, we want to drop 15, 20 pounds, and if we don't have a very good reason for why we want to do that, if it's just maybe some cosmetically, we want to look better and feel better, but we don't have that deeper purpose, then we can fall short of that. I use this story a bit, but when I was sick several years back, I really took a deep dive look inside of myself to say, hey, what am I doing wrong with myself? From a health and an eating perspective, physically working out and those sorts of things, and what am I causing? What's the reasons that I got sick in the first place? And from there, I said, all right, what can I do to better myself and get better? And not just because I wanted to get better for myself. Of course, that was a big reason, but I also inside had this urgency to get better for my family, to take care of my family, to be able to play with my kids. And I just had these deeper purposes, and I had a lot of success through the process to getting better, and was able to turn a 180 there in my health and get well again. So those are the deep questions you need to ask yourself. What's that big reason why you want to achieve the success that you're after? And then finally, once you got that in mind, you've figured out, okay, where do I want to go? Or where am I now? Where do I want to go? And how do you want to get there? Then it's about how are you going to get there, right? And I think this is where many of us fall short. We don't have a plan in mind, and many companies spend dozens and dozens of hours and hundreds of hours and money devoted to people that might devise, say, a project plan for a big project. I've been involved in multi-million-dollar projects in this regard, and there's this urgency and recognition that you have to plan your way from step A to step B to step Z, right? All the way from where you are now, where you want to go. And I think we need to almost get to that level in our lives. What's the project plan for our lives from maybe that 3 or 6 month goal? What are the steps we need to take to get there? And I'm not saying you need to drill down on every day and every minute, but there's going to be some key milestones that you need to reach, and there's going to be steps to reach each one of those. And so we whether we put those in our calendar or we leverage technology, and there's tools like Trello or other tools that we can use to plan these things out. But it needs to be planned, otherwise we're leaving it to chance. And so if you don't want to leave it to chance, then I definitely encourage you to plan those things out. Put it in a calendar, put some dates, set those dates as to when you want to achieve those specific things. And this all ties back into writing a book, right? And this is why I bring all this up, because writing a book is very similar. And again, if you want more great content like this, you can go to writeabookuniversity.com/free, get a free course there. And to wrap this up, writing a book, you're going to take these similar steps. So just as I described, you're going to say, all right, where am I now? And that one's pretty easy, right? You're at a blank page, and you may or may not have started, but generally you would be at a blank page. You don't have anything in front of you. Maybe you have an idea of your book, but you don't know where to go yet. And so you got to figure out where you want to go from there. What do you want to write about? And what is the results you want your readers to achieve? And all the steps in between there will obviously drive at the end there where we say how do we want to get there. All from devising your title to coming up with a cover to editing your book, and of course from the beginning you should understand why you want to get there. Why do you want to write a book? And that reason why will compel you to complete your book and write that book quickly and get it out there so that others can benefit from reading it, right? So these are the 4 questions. Again, you want to ask yourself whether you're writing a book or trying to achieve some other success in your life. Again, where you are now, where do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? And how are you going to get there? All right. Well, thanks again so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you want more free, great content like this, go to writeabookuniversity.com/free. And I've got a free, amazing write a book course there for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much.